And hello again, everyone, and welcome to the Fennel Campus Gym in Hamilton, Ontario for the gold medal game in men's OCAA volleyball. It's the number 3 Niagara Knights against the number 1 ranked team, the Loyalist Lancers. Kyle, this has the making of one heck of a volleyball game.
It does, John, in every single way you look at this game. Defense, offense, no matter what you look at, these teams are ready to play, and I don't see why this set match should not go less than 5 games.
We witnessed one heck of a bronze medal game earlier today with Durham coming out on top, 3 games to 2, and this should be no different. Another close game in the making.
This game has every sense to be right. These teams played last year in the championship game of this very same event in Toronto, with the Niagara Knights coming out on top of the Loyalist Lancers.
So revenge is on the mind of the Lancers in this game. Niagara poised to repeat, but the Lancers will have something to say about that.
Yes, they will. I don't see why. The Lancers are the number 1 ranked team coming into this tournament. They were seeded number 1. For every single right, they should leave this tournament number 1. No reason why they shouldn't leave with the gold medal around their neck.
Well, starting for the Niagara Knights, number 5, Justin Ross. Number 7, Sean Barbison. Number 12, Ryan Bellatar. Number 13, Graham Gott. And number 8, the captain, Josh Gunnell, a power hitter.
Well, let's turn around and look at the Loyalist Lancers get involved. Their starting lineup seems to be, we're not too sure right now because everybody's standing in a great big long line. So far, what's been announced, number 8, Tim Boom, right side player. Number 14, Brent Tripp. Number 13, Gio Stillwell. Number 10, team captain, Brad Gordon. And number 4 has just been announced, Dave Templer. He is the libero. And number 16, Mike McDonald, the setter.
Well, the libero for the Niagara Knights is number 3, Adam Durst. Kyle, tell me, are Adam Durst and Zach Durst related?
I do believe they are. We'll have to take a look and see what they look like, if they're lookalikes. I do believe they are. I don't see why they shouldn't be. I haven't really had a chance to look at him face to face. There's Adam. I'm not too sure where Zach is right now. The national anthem is soon to be played.
And here's a playing of O Canada. It's the Lancers, it's the Knights. It's the gold medal game in men's OCAA volleyball. John Vassoin with Kyle Smith high above the court here inside the Fennel Campus Gymnasium. Kyle, it's time.
It is time. And John, if you take a look at the crowd, you would almost say Redeemer was playing in this game for all the Redeemer red I'm seeing out in the crowd. I think what we're going to see is the Redeemer Royals are going for the Loyalist Lancers.
I see some members of our Mohawk men's volleyball team in attendance also.
Listen to this crowd respond to the Loyalist Lancers being announced. The Loyalist Lancers have the crowd support. Our men are here, our women are here. Are the teams here and ready to play?
Niagara will be the home team for this evening's contest, with Loyalist the visiting team. Maybe it should be the other way around.
It should be the way things are going here early. First thing I noticed, John, number 8, Josh Gunnell, he's got a little different hairdo than what he's usually used to.
Oh, is that right?
He usually looks like Jesus.
Not tonight.
Not tonight. He's got the dreads, he's got the beard all shaved off. He's got the goatee tied in ponytails. We're just about for the first ball of the match.
Mike King will start things off for the Niagara Knights. King, a setter from Ancaster, nearby Ancaster, Ontario. And the gold medal game is underway. Loyalist to the attack, and down goes the ball. A big hit by Loyalist to get things started. 1-0.
Gio Stillwell came across the court. The ball was set. He hammered it down for the first point of the championship game.
Joey Martins to serve. A high pass by the Knights. A hit by number 13. That is Graham Gott. The ball goes off fingertips and out of bounds. That's a point for the Knights.
Tip ball out of bounds. You mentioned Joey Martins, John. Joey Martins is a 4th-ranked player in Canada to be scouted by the Manitoba Bisons of the CIAU volleyball division. This kid is a talented volleyball player, to say the least.
We'll talk about Sean Barsman from Niagara later on. Here come the Loyalist Lancers, and a big block by number 12 and number 7. Barbson, as I mentioned before, and number 12, Ryan Bellatar, getting their hands in that one.
Those two guys are all over the court, making blocks, hitting balls. They are part of this team.
Here come the Lancers once again, and another hit. This time it's number 10, Brad Gordon from Oshawa, pounding that ball down and tying this game at 2.
That's what Brad does best, coming along strong and pounding the ball down to the ground.
That one called in Niagara's favor. They take the 3-2 lead. Kyle, Sean Barbison. Let's talk about him for a minute. He got a tryout with our national team.
Sean Barbison attended a national tryout with Canada national volleyball team this year. He was the only one in Ontario to receive one. This kid can play volleyball with the best of them, as we have seen already, or as we are going to see in this game tonight.
We saw a point from the Lancers. Tied 3 points apiece early on in the first set. But back come the Knights. A big hit. Rejected, but goes out of bounds, so the point goes to the Knights.
Timber Boom, number 8 for Loyalist, tried to get the block, but he just couldn't get enough to direct it back inbounds. The ball went out of play.
Number 13, Graham Gott serving, a power hitter. But here come the Lancers, and a hit by number 8. That is Tim Burboom.
Burboom, instead of blocking, decided to go for the kill this time and just pounded away at the ball. And unfortunately for the Knights, it hit the hardwood floor.
And a soft hit, but finding the spot from number 5. That is Justin Ross, a middle hitter from London, Ontario. And the score, 5-4 Knights. The serve. The middle hit and blocked. Number 5. That is Justin Ross once again coming through for the Knights.
He's just pounding away at the ball. No worries. I don't even think the kid's nervous for this gold medal game, John, to tell you the truth.
Showing a lot of poise, a lot of concentration on the floor. There's the serve. Here comes a power hit. Blocked. Nicely recovered by the Lancers. Or the Knights, pardon me. And a hit is blocked and goes out of bounds. Point Loyalist.
Point Loyalist on that play saw Joey Martins come from the far side court, from the far side of the court, jump up and take the ball. Unfortunately for him, he got blocked, reset, and away we went again for the Loyalist point.
Brent Tripp, the middle hitter, has the ball right now, and he's getting set to serve one up to the Niagara Knights.
Dave Crane doing a little housekeeping right now. Straighten out that antenna. Don't want to have any miscues tonight.
He's a conscientious man, isn't he?
He is.
There's the serve. Here comes the set. Middle hitter, number 5. Puts it down. Number 5, Justin Ross. And Kyle, we're going to talk about this young man quite a bit tonight.
It seems that way. He's been quiet actually through the entire tournament. You haven't heard much of him, but he's coming on right now. He played real well last night. Just keep an eye on him.
And there's another hit, but it's ruled. It's in. No, it's not.
I do believe they are calling it in. Yes, they did call it in. Point to Loyalist.
7-6 Niagara. Early on, the gold medal game in men's OCAA volleyball. The middle hit. Lancers get a couple of hands on that ball, but it goes into the net, and therefore results in a Niagara point.
Sean Barberson again coming up strong for the Knights tonight. He's probably one of the key players for this team. If he's struggling, watch for the team to have to pick up the pace a lot to make up for him.
Nice pass. Middle hit, blocked again, and again it lands on Loyalist's side of the net. And the Knights go out in front, 9-6. And this, the first set of the gold medal game.
9-6, you almost think Coach Chris Carson's gonna call a timeout, but he's the kind of coach who lets his team work through their problems. He's only called a couple of timeouts during this tournament, and there was Joey Martins coming from the offside help to pound the ball deep into number 2, Mike King.
Lancers, Kyle, are back in this one with one swing. Jump serve. Served up nicely. Nice pass. Right side hit. Blocked. Knights have it back. Free ball. Blocked and lands in the backcourt for a point for the Loyalist Lancers. (9-8). The serve just long.
I guess while I have a couple minutes, John, I'm going to touch on the referees. Trevor Lall will be the up referee. Andre Falenchuk is the down referee. Lines is Dave Crane and Dave Williams. These 4 gentlemen worked the bronze medal game and did a tremendous job in that game.
Loyalist, right side hit. Takes a strange bounce and lands in.
Graham Gaunt couldn't quite handle that pass, not a pass, but more of a down spiral hit from captain Brad Gordon.
Decent pass. Middle hit, blocked. They turn around, come right back. Loyalist, a hit, blocked again. Attempted save, but number 12 doesn't work. Number 12, that is Ryan Bolitar. And he's shaking his head in disgust.
So was Coach Blair Cudmore. Not too happy with the call Andre made, but it was the right one. Number 12, Ryan Bolitar, was on the net, so that calls for the whistle immediately.
The tip, recovered by the Lancers, sent back over. Nice pass. Whistle blown.
Net. Sean Barberson was on the net. So now it's 11-10 Loyalist. And you can't let this Loyalist team get too far ahead of you. It's lights out.
They have the arsenal to put it away very quickly. The middle hit, blocked. Lancers save it to put it back into play. And here come the Knights. Right side hit, blocked.
Ooh. Net ball. That was a tremendous block by Timber Boom and Brent Tripp. Both gentlemen were up there very high, elbows extended above the tape to put the ball back on the ground. But unfortunately, Boom on the way down grazed the net.
And Kyle, just like the bronze medal game we covered a few hours ago, it's a close game.
It is a close game, and I didn't expect anything else from these two teams. These two teams played extremely well through the entire tournament. Niagara struggled through the early part of the season, but as they got closer to the OCAA time, they peaked and peaked very well.
Well, the time is now to peak even more in this, the most pivotal game of the season, with all the marbles on the line.
This game sends you to BC.
The hit.
What a huge block by number 14, Brent Tripp, and number 8, Timber Boom. These two guys are here to play. They're not letting much through.
The score, 13-11. Make it 13-12, pardon me.
As I mentioned before, I mentioned BC. The winner of this will go to BC and represent Ontario in the Nationals.
And what an honor that will be.
For either team, these two teams will do a tremendous job representing Ontario in BC at the Nationals.
Backcourt hit.
Oh, it's a lift.
It's a lift.
They're calling a lift.
Did not look like much of a lift, but the referee's the judge, and he makes the call, and his call sticks.
And his call sticks, and no questions asked. Not even an argument from Blair Cudmore.
Number 8 serves it up. That one, again long. Another service error, costing Loyalist another point.
Another point. Another step closer to 25.
Pass is slightly off, but Loyalist managed to get a hit away, and the Knights cannot control the ball on their side of the court. So the score is 15-13.
Not at all. Joey Martin's coming up big that time, coming on the strong side of the offense and hitting the ball down.
Knights on the attack. A big hit, but even a bigger recovery by number 8 of the Lancers. And number 12, that's Ryan Bolitar, can't get the ball over. And Lancers are in charge.
Lancers sure are in charge. 16-13. This lead seems to be getting bigger on the Knights.
Nice pass. Power hit coming up, blocked, out of bounds, point Loyalist.
Point Niagara.
Pardon me.
Point Niagara, went off the block. I do believe number 13 and number 16 combined on the block, but couldn't quite keep it inbounds, and it rolled off their hands to the scorer's table.
Lancers now. And another big block. This time, number 7. That is Josh Barbison, and number 2, Mike King, the setter of all people, gets his hands on that one.
The only surprise to that one is number 2, Mike King, getting his hands on that one. Doesn't surprise me that Barbison did. He's always around the ball.
So the score in the first set, 17-15. The Loyalist Lancers out in front.
Miscue. Number 16, Mike McDonald, setter, who's usually a surefire serve, puts it into the net for a Niagara point.
Possibly nerves getting in the way there. This is, after all, the gold medal game, Kyle.
It is, and you never know. Joey Martin once again coming up big for this Loyalist team. Although the call was on the net, he just keeps on pounding away at the ball.
Massive hit there by the Lancers. Makes a score 18-16. Jump serve. Nicely executed. But here come the Knights, a hit. That one goes out. Point Loyalist.
Niagara just can't seem to hit the ball on the in court. They just have a hard time, and it forces Blair Cudmore to take a timeout.
So a timeout is called. The Knights are coached by Blair Cudmore, as Kyle mentioned, while the Lancers are coached by Chris Carson and Ron Fillier.
Well, while we have this time, John, I'd like to extend my congratulations and yours to the Durham women's team who won the gold medal today over at Redeemer University College. They beat the #1 seed Cambrian 3-0. So they are on their way out to Alberta for the Nationals. So congratulations to them and good luck.
And of course, congratulations to our ladies team who captured the bronze earlier today. Job well done to Beth Sanders, Angela Smith, and the rest of our Mountaineers.
They played quite the game, so I'm told. After losing a lopsided fourth set, 25-7, I was told, they came back and beat their pants off in the 5th set.
And what a day for Durham College as their ladies capture the gold and their men, not so bad, capture the bronze.
Not a bad day, not a bad tournament at all.
Back to the gold medal game here inside Mohawk College. Boy, the Loyalist Lancers are out in front, 20-16, but it's still early. It's still the first set.
It is still the first set. We got at least 2 more, if not 4 more to play. So you can bet Loyalist isn't counting their eggs. They're just working 1 point at a time, 1 set at a time. And there we see Joey Martin's not working his jump serve like he can, hitting the ball into the net.
It's a full house inside the Fennel campus gym.
Most of these kids belong to Redeemer University College. I don't know what they're doing here. I think they thought maybe the Redeemer boys were going to be in here, but nonetheless,
they got tricked.
They did.
Down goes
net
the
call.
ball. It's called against the Loyalist Lancers.
Well, I guess they can afford to take that one. They're still up 2.
A soft hit goes off the defender and out of the court. 21-18. The Lancers are still out in front. Here's the serve. Nice pass. Right side hit. Was behind the hitter. Number 7 could not get a good hit away. And number 7 is Sean Barbison, of course, the player who got to try it with our national team.
And now we see Serdan Grozdanek getting undressed on the court as he comes ready. He's a left side player from North York, Ontario, and he will replace Gio Stillwell, who will take a breather, and Grozdanek will come in and give a nice jump serve for Coach Carson.
Grozdanek sporting the blonde hair.
As are most of these guys. I think there's only 1, 2, 3, 5 players without dyed hair, John?
Middle hit. Way off. Nowhere near the court. It was bad hit by number 7, Barbison.
I don't know what he was aiming at, but it sure wasn't the court. I was talking to some of these guys before the game, and they said that they planned on coming in here on Wednesday that is, for their practice, all with dyed hair and all with funky shirts. Only a couple of them had dyed hair. None of them were wearing funky shirts, but at least they're trying.
Good thing I wasn't here.
Yeah.
And as we see Niagara pound the ball down once again, the score 23-19 for the visiting Loyalist Lancers. Visiting, but the crowd is well on their side.
Well on their side, well supported by Redeemer and by their own fans.
A soft hit. Not much on that one by number 8. Again, a nice block this time, number 12 and number 5 of the Knights. And that hit, cross-court hit, doesn't find the court, finds the sidelines, and the point goes to the Niagara Knights.
You can tell that's a hard hit by how hard it comes up off the court, and that almost took our stage director out here beside me.
Yes, she's counting her blessings.
Quick hands, quick hands.
Nice serve, nice pass, and a nice hit. Loyalist ahead 24-20, looking to close out this first set.
Captain Brad Gordon with the hammer on that one. Drives it home for the 24th point.
Hard serve. Controlled nicely by the Knights. The hit wasn't controlled very nicely as number 15 got a hand on it, but that's all. And the ball goes out of bounds.
And Blair Cudmore making a change now. Number 14, Andy Chattel, he's a middle, replacing number 2, Mike King, a setter. I guess in this case, he's going for the size, for the block, as Loyalist has first chance to set up their offense and go for the kill, going for 25.
And that hit from the backcourt goes out, and this game is getting even closer, Kyle.
It is, and there is no reason for it to. If Joey Martin should have just taken the ball and put it over as a free ball, not trying to hit it, because it did what he did. But nonetheless, number 14, Brent Tripp, comes up big for the Loyalist Lancers as they take the first set, 25-22.
There it is. The first set goes to the Lancers. A good start for the visiting team. And not a so good start for Niagara, who will try to bounce back in the second set. And Kyle, this is a pivotal set. If Niagara goes down in this set, you can pretty much throw in the towel.
Pretty much. Like, this Loyalist team is a team who doesn't give up many sets. In their season, they went 12-0. Their set record was 36-2. That's only losing 2 sets in 12 matches this year, okay? They come in here losing 2. They only lose 1 to the Redeemer Royals the other day in 4. They beat Redeemer in 4. The other 2 losses came to Sir Sanford Fleming and Algonquin, who came to this tournament 1-2 this weekend. And I had an opportunity to sit down with Coach Chris Carson yesterday, and I asked him what he's looking for in today's game, and he said, well, it's a rematch to last year's final. It's a rematch to last year's final, and they're looking for redemption. Coach Carson also said the team didn't have their A game last year, so they're looking to take their A game to the floor and take home the title.
Okay, we're gonna see the last play of this first set that went to the Loyalist Lancers, the number 1 ranked team. And Kyle, here it is.
Here it is, as you see, it's dug up. Number 16 and Joey Martins. That's actually the play previous to the last one where Joey Martin should have free-balled it up, and it went just long off the outside line. Nonetheless, Loyalist did go on to win the set, 25-22.
We'll try to get that final replay for you in just a few minutes. But until then, back to the court.
So as I was saying before, Coach Chris Carson said he's seeing this game to be very close, and he said the Knights have played well and are looking good coming in today's game. But then I said to myself, they're not playing as good as what the Loyalist Lancers have this weekend. Everyone at the beginning of this tournament said that Loyalist would walk out of this tournament undefeated with the gold medal. So far we're right. We'll have to see what happens in the next 2 to 4 sets.
Well, a lot more volleyball on the way. We conclude the first set. We still may have 4 more sets to go in this game. And the second set is almost ready to get underway. Number 15 will serve it up. A low pass. The hit nonetheless, and that one goes out.
Joey Martins with the crucial serve to start this game to get their points on the board early and often. He succeeded, they're up 1.
Joey Martins again, jump serve this time. Pass goes to the hands of the Lancers.
And it's in. 2-0, an early 2-point lead. If they get more than 4, look for Blair Cudmore to either make a change or make a timeout.
Martins again, third time. Jump serve. A lot of spin on that one. Power hit. That one is out, says the line judge. So the score is 3-0 Loyalist.
Early 3-0 lead. Joey Martins, 3 serves in a row, 3 points in a row. Let's see if he can go for 4, John.
And there's his fourth. Another nice serve. Powerful serve by Martins. The hit dug up nicely by Martins himself. And the call is
two hit up. That means that the person upping the ball hit it once and then twice. Wasn't an even set.
3-1 the score. Lancers, that one goes off a block. Into the sidelines, make the score 4-1.
4-1 early. I don't know if this Knights team can come back. This Loyalist team just is too much for some of these teams. They just rolled over and died. But there's an unforced error. And as I said earlier today, unforced errors had led to teams winning this year.
Number 7 to serve. Sean Barbison. Pass is slightly off, but the hit is right on target. Free ball, some confusion on the part of the Knights there. And a middle hit by number 14.
Brent Tripp.
Man, what a hit that was.
This kid can hit the ball and hit it hard, and he hits it often.
Kyle, if you noticed, as soon as he hit that ball, he stood there and admired himself.
And he admired himself like we saw Dave Forbes do. This kid is a kid of all kinds. He plays defense and he plays offense.
That hit that we just saw was nowhere near the court once again. And the Knights seem to be off their game.
Seem to be off the game is an easy way to put it.
The Knights barely keep that one in. And a hit by number 16. Fakes the set, hits the ball. 7-2 Loyalist.
Blair Cudmore calls a timeout. This Loyalist team is going nuts, along with the Redeemer fans who are here to support the Loyalist Lancers. And in frustration, Mike King gives one of the chairs a big kick, and it goes flying.
Well, you know something's wrong when your coach loses control. If the coach loses control, then the players are next.
Players are next. Actually, that was a player. That wasn't Cudmore. But I did have a chance to sit down with Blair Cudmore, and to me, he seemed a little cocky. He said to me, he said to me that last year's match wasn't even really a match. It wasn't even a game. They swept him 3-0. It wasn't even a game. He said he's coming in too cocky, and it's going to show. And it's going to show as the Loyalist Lancers just seem to keep on taking away. They have a 5-point lead now. It's just going to grow. This team is such a good team. And as I'm saying, Blair Cudmore, he said to me that they just started working on their blocks not 2 weeks ago.
That's it.
That's it. Because they were struggling so much earlier in the season, they were worried about their serving and their hitting and everything. So they've just started, they know how to block. They were just perfecting it. So we're going to see if this has anything to do. And there's a big block by number 13, Gio Stillwell. Sorry, that's for the Lancers, that is. Number 13 for Niagara is Graham Gaunt. So that just goes to show, I guess 2 weeks, it's fresh in their mind how to do it. So we'll see if that has anything to do with how they do today.
Your score, 7-3. Make it 8-3 as the Loyalist Lancers
are just running away with it. Their bench is up, standing up. They're all going insane. It is great to watch.
Nice pass. Here comes the hit, the power hit. of number 12. That one's dug up nicely. Joey Martin sends that one back. And a block. That one goes behind Joey Martin and out of play.
Martin's lost the ball after he tried to block it. Went straight up. He came down. He lost the ball. So if he saw it, he would have played it. But unfortunately, he didn't see the ball in time.
The serve. Here comes the hit. Martins again. This time it's good.
He won't miss twice. He won't make 2 mistakes in a row. None of these guys in this Lancer team will. They're too well coached by Coach Chris Carson to make 2 errors in a row.
9-4 is your score. That one going to the right side, pardon me. Number 13 from the Knights. That is Graham Gott, a power hitter from Chatham, Ontario.
Just a little too much for Brad Gordon to handle there, I guess. He's laughing it off, though, along with the fans. So he'll be back.
That's Justin Ross serving the ball. And what a hit. Joey Martins comes through again in a big way.
This kid hits the ball, hits it hard, hits it down the line, hits it center, hits it cross court, doesn't matter, he'll pick you apart in any way your defense doesn't play.
The Loyalist bench, Kyle, is still on their feet and they're still excited.
They don't sit down.
Attempted block by Martins and his partner, number 13, and that is Gio Stillwell. Stillwell, a middle hitter from Woodland, Ontario. Just got their hands on that one, but it wasn't enough. 10-6, Loyalist. A bad pass results in a point for the Niagara Knights, as they just dunked that one down.
And it seems that the Niagara Knights are playing a little better right now. They're climbing back into this game. They're only down 3, 10-7. So we'll just wait and see what the Lancers can do. Now they got the fans on their side.
Backcourt hit, it's good.
Brent Tripp gave the ball a trip.
Referee calls a tip. And the scoreboard says 11-7 for Loyalist. Spike serve by Joey Martins goes out of bounds. And remember, this is rally point, so every single mistake will cost you. Big hit. That's number 10 for the Lancers, Brad Gordon.
The captain coming through on that one, hitting it hard and down, not allowing the Knights to get their hands on it. It went straight down into their stomachs with no chance to play it.
In their stomachs, down their throats, whatever you want to call it. And a service error we see there by number 13 of the Lancers, Gio Stillwell, having trouble with that name, Kyle.
As along with everybody else that we're having a hard
Gio,
time with.
Gio.
Gio, remember that, J-E-O, Gio. Ooh, that could have, oh, we got a net violation called by down referee Andre Falishuk. Also, a backcourt violation.
So a break for the Loyalist Lancers.
The backcourt violation happens when a backcourt player comes across the blue line,
which is the attack line,
and reaches across the net at a ball that is still available to play for the offensive team.
Another spike serve, this time by number 11. The block stays in play. Loyalist has the ball. A soft spike over top of the net. Right side hit coming up from Niagara, and that one is good.
You did see Blair Cudmore on the previous play come up to down referee Andre Falishuk and mention to him about the supposed trash talking through the net, which I guess Blair Cudmore does not want to happen tonight, because then it just starts playing mind games with his players.
Knights have the ball. Another violation. 2 hits.
Two hits is the call.
Do that in this game of volleyball.
You look at it and it's unforced errors yet again that are causing the problems. You got to quit making the mental errors There's another mental error. That's a mental error on the part of Mike King. There's no reason for him not to set it hard, and now Blair Cudmore has to call a timeout to rally his troops, get them back in order, and settle them down.
Timeout called, which gets the Loyalist bench even more excited, as if they weren't excited enough, Kyle.
They just keep on growing in enthusiasm. Continuing on my conversation with Blair Cudmore, he says he designs his program for his teams to peak at the OCAA championship time. So I guess if your team's gonna peak anytime, it's OC time to peak. As you take a look at the scoreboard, it's 15-10 in favor of the Loyalist Lancers. We'll take a look at how Loyalists got to the finals. Their first game, because they're number 1, they played the 8th ranked team in the tournament, Seneca, and dominated them right from the opening serve. 3 in a row, player of the game was Daniel Shermer. And then last night, they took on the 5th ranked team, the Redeemer, and beat them in 4. The Redeemer is only the 3rd team to take a set off the Lancers this year. They beat them 25-21, 25-21, 22-25, and 25-13. Brent Tripp was the player of the game.
And that just goes to show how powerful this Loyalist team is. And we see that again right now, as they are well out in front, 16-10.
Well in front, well in control. And you just notice, if you watch their coach, Chris Carson, his body language doesn't change. He's the cool, calm, collected coach. Clipboard in front of his chest the entire game. He'll bring it down to signal what position he wants the ball positioned at for the serve. And that's the most excited he'll get. I haven't seen him get too excited at this tournament, so maybe we'll see him get a little enthused this game.
Kyle Smith doing his homework before tonight's game. And the Lancers doing their work on the court right now. 18-10. The gap has gotten larger.
And the blonde hair bench is getting rowdy, along with the fans.
There's the serve. And here comes the hit. Middle hit, deflected, stays in play. Power hit coming up. Joey Martins, that one was well off. So the point goes to the Knights. Kyle, I would imagine a closer game, but that hasn't been the case.
I was expecting a 25, 23, 26, 24 game. Like, I was expecting a 2-point game. We're getting a 18-12 game, or an 18-11 game right now. Now it's 18-12. We're getting a 6-point game here. It doesn't surprise me. I thought Coach Cudmore was coming a little too cocky right now, but he has the right. He's a defending champion. Brent Tripp, the blonde hair bombshell, drives the ball down the court, down the throat, right there to get another point.
Tripp, a tall, lanky middle hitter for these Loyalist Lancers, increases the lead 19-12. Nicely placed ball there for the Knights. Knights serve it up. Middle hit, deflected. That hit, rather block, goes way off. And the point goes to the Niagara Knights.
They seem to be getting closer and closer, but every time they take a step closer, they take a step back, and the Lancers take a step forward in their spot.
It's more like 4 steps back or 5 steps back, Kyle.
Seems that way. What a dig by Captain Brad Gordon. That is an unbelievably dig, and Tripp just does the right thing by hitting the ball over.
Power hit coming up.
Out of bounds is the call.
Just outside, Kyle. That looked into me, but the referee signals it's out.
If we can, we'd like to see a replay of that. But nonetheless, we're going 20-14 with number 16 was going to serve, but instead Coach Carson is bringing him off and replacing him with player of the game from game number 1, John, Daniel Shermer, who hasn't seen much action since.
Shermer getting his first taste of this gold medal game. He wants to taste the gold medal. We'll have to wait until the end of the game, and he shags that ball.
And he knows it was his mistake. He's acknowledging that it's his bad. So we'll see him pick it up. He's a good defensive player. He plays, I believe he's a setter for Loyalist, but I'm not too sure. Yes, he is a setter from North York. He is a consistent player who just, it's the Loyalist way. They have so many talented players that the player of his caliber, who would be a starter on any other team, he's sitting on the bench in a gold medal game.
That serve goes out of bounds, 21-15. 6-point lead for the Lancers. Trying to take a 2-0 lead in this, the gold medal match in men's volleyball. Big hit there, number 8. That is Timber Boom.
And man, did he ever lower the boom. He just wound up and crushed the ball.
His name says it all.
His name does. And now we see Serdan Grozdianek come in for number 13, Gio Stillwell, as we did see in set number 1, for the patented jump serve that he does offer to Coach Chris Carson, and he brings him in a crucial situation where he wants to get a point on the board.
A light jump serve, right side hit. Doesn't work. The set to the power side this time. That one goes down harder, but it's dug up. A tip from the Lancers. Here come the Knights again. Right side hit, block, and the block goes out of bounds. The score, 22-17. Lancers still out in front.
Coach Chris Carson's giving Andre a hard time about 4 hit call, but he's still got the lead. Nothing to worry about yet.
Right side hit. That one goes down the wrong end. Loyalist's end. 22-18 is your score.
That was a huge block offered up by Ryan Boletaire. He did not move for Brad Gordon to put the ball down. As a result, we sit 22-18, like you said, John.
Back come the Lancers, and a big hit. That one lands in. 23-18 now.
Daniel Sherman, the guy who hasn't seen much time, perfect set to Timber Boom for the cross-court kill between defenders. Niagara isn't moving well on the ball one bit.
Free ball. Ball lands. Some mishaps there. Back come the Knights. Now it's Loyalist's turn on the offense. Joey Martin's a hit. Hits the net. He bites the ball. He's not too happy.
I think he's mad at the ball for knocking one over the net. He's going to deflate it so he can get rid of it, get a new ball in there. But we sit 23-19. Lancers well in the lead.
The set goes to the power side, and it was a little too outside.
Another point for the Lancers. And as I've seen now, John, they've gained more fan support. The Durham women's team, the gold medal winners, have joined the crowd to cheer on this Loyalist Lancers team. What is going on?
Match point. Nice dig, but that one goes too high and hits the rafters here inside the Final Campus Gymnasium.
This is unbelievable to see this many fans who don't usually support the Loyalist Lancers here to support this team.
Big spike, free ball. Stays in, here's the set. And that set is off. So the Loyalist Lancers have a commanding 2-set to the lead heading into the 3rd set.
2-set lead, not a surprise to me one bit, John. This Loyalist Lancer team has just come into this tournament on fire. This Loyalist Lancer team I knew would not back down. As Blair Cudmore did say, he thought they were going to be intimidated. I had no worries. I figured this Lancer team would just come out firing at all cylinders.
Caught. Call, here we see a replay coming up for the last play of that second set.
Here's the play. You see, he sets it up. He sets it up. Joey Martins hit the ball across. And as you see, I think that is number 8, Joe Ross, the captain for Niagara. Couldn't quite handle the ball, and it hit the antenna to go out of play. So we have 1:58 left in this between set period, and the Loyalist Lancers have a 2-0 lead.
Well, Kyle, it must be the blonde hair.
I don't know what it is, John, but it's got this team going. Let's take a quick look at how Niagara made it here. First game, Niagara played the 6th-ranked team, Algonquin. They took that in 3 with no problem at all. Player of the game was the captain, number 5, Justin Ross. In the second game, played the team who everyone thought at the beginning of this tournament, the 2nd-ranked team in this tournament, the Durham Lords. But nonetheless, took that match 3 straight, 25-22, 25-19, 25-13. Number 7, Sean Barbison, who we previously mentioned had a Canadian tryout with our national team, completely shut down the Lords middle player, Rob Gannett, who we did see played an outstanding bronze medal game. Player of that game was Graham Gaughan. Quick look at some stats, John. Coming into today's action through the tournament, the best player for the Loyalist Lancers as the crowd erupts as our announcer Dick Carson gets them fired up for the 3rd set. Joey Martins, number 15, had 29 kills, 3 blocks, and 2 service aces. And then you take a look at Niagara, they had 13. Number 13, Graham Gaughan, he had 20 kills, 8 blocks, and 1 service ace. As for regular season, John, we're just doing stats galore, my man. Take a look at stats from the season. Loyalist, top team in the East. Niagara, top team in the West. 11-4, Loyalist finished 12-0. But the biggest thing here, John, you take a look. In the top 8 players in league, Loyalist has 4 leading scorers. That's how well this team is divided. Niagara only have 1, and he is in 6th place, that being a Sean Barbison, averaging 3.3. He ranks with the 3rd person on the team of the Loyalist Lancers, nonetheless. So it seems on paper and right now on the court, the right team is winning because they are the superior team.
Hey, stats don't lie, Kyle, and that is why, as you said, the Lancers are out in front 2-0 and have a 2-0 lead in this 3rd set. And Kyle right now, or sorry, it's 1-1 right now. That point was given to Niagara Falls. Joey Martin serves it up. Soft serve.
That last point actually went to the Loyalist Lancers on a lift.
Power hit, number 12. Off the tip. And into the sidelines. So Kyle, all cliches apply right now. Niagara's backs are against the wall. It's all hands on deck. It's do or die for this Knights team. As we see, the Lancers pounding that one down to tie the game at 2.
All the cards are on the table. It's time to put up or shut up. That was a huge kill to get this crowd and the team back into things. But yet again, an unforced error turns the ball over and puts Niagara up 1. Andre Falenchuk telling the Niagara Knights bench to back behind the black line. Can't be over that black line or you're impeding in the play, I guess.
Unforced error cost the Knights a point.
You get momentum, you give it away just in a blink of an eye.
Number 5 kicks a chair as he goes off. Number 5 for the Knights, Justin Ross, a middle hitter from London, Ontario. He's not a happy camper right now as the coach talks to him on the sidelines.
It's just frustration. He's so frustrated right now. They're not doing anything right. They can't do it. It seems they can't do anything right now. So it's just frustration. Blair Cudmore's talking to him, calming him down. Calming him down, telling him it's okay, we'll get back into it. No worries yet. We have some fans with their shirts off.
Yes, too bad it's not freezing cold out here, or else it'd be freezing cold as well.
It would be.
Free ball sent over by the Knights. Here come the Lancers. A hit nicely blocked. One more time, right side, another block. This one dug up. Lancers get it back. One more time. That one.
It's dug up, but it goes out of play. Tim Burboom lowers the boom and gets the crowd and the team on their feet.
5-3 the score. The Lancers still out in front. It's number 10 serving. Number 10, the captain, Brad Gordon. The hit, nowhere near the court. Point Loyalist.
I'm noticing something right now, John. It seems we're at the World Series with all these light bulb flashes going off.
Power hit coming up, blocked. With 14 and 16, that one. Also blocked, but it goes way outside.
So now it's Mike King back to serve from Windsor, Ontario. He's from Ancaster. I guess that's a big difference.
Yes, 3-hour difference.
I think so.
That's it.
Oh.
And there it is, number 14.
Just wait. Andre Falinchuk, the down referee, called a net violation on number 14, Brent Tripp, awarding the point to the home team, Niagara Knights.
So the call goes against the Lancers and to the Knights. 6-5, Niagara close in this game, but haven't been close in the last 2 sets. High serve, power hit, and that one goes down. Number 2 gives chase, but no avail.
That ball went off the foot of the defender and proceeded to hit one of the lights up in the rafters. If it didn't hit the light, it could have been played. But unfortunately for the Knights, for that light, they just can't do anything right and nothing's going their way.
It's number 8 for the Lancers, Tim Burboom. He saves that one. Soft hit. And where was that going? I have no idea.
I don't think he did either. I just don't think he knows anymore. And it's got to frustrate Blair Cudmore to no end. His team played so well through the entire tournament. Now they're just falling apart, or they're just playing a more superior team. And just look at the Loyalist bench. It's like they're coming on the court as if they won the gold medal, but they're only up 4 points on the scoreboard right now, John.
They're sensing victory, Kyle.
I don't blame them.
That point to the Niagara Knights. Tip ball goes in the backcourt. 9-6, it's only a 3-point deficit, and still anything can happen. Josh Goodall serves it up. Power hit, and straight down is Joey Martin. My goodness, what a hit. What power displayed by number 15, Joey Martins.
Joey Martins hit that ball so hard, and look at the Mohawk team down our way, John. They are going insane. They are on their feet. He hit that ball so hard, I thought it went flat when it hit the ground.
It may just have gone flat. And another point to the Lancers, and they are in total control.
Total, utter domination. This game is almost over. It is almost to the point where the Lancers can do nothing wrong. Tripp serves it up, set by King. Sean Bartison with the major kill down the right sideline. So maybe I spoke too early, John. Maybe we're going to see a little bit more. But time will tell, and the Lancers will tell.
11-7 is your score. Right side hit, and there it is again. Tripp makes absolutely no mistake, pounding that one home, giving the Lancers a 12-7 lead.
12-7, soon to be 13-7. On number 16, Mike McDonald's serve. He happens to be from Consecor. I have no idea where that is from, but I'm sure it's in Ontario.
Neither do I, so don't worry.
What a take.
Joey Martins comes back. Nice block on the other end. Back come the Lancers. Backcourt hit. Trips. And that one is good. And he's happy. He's running around. He's high-fiving his teammates. And the Lancers out 13-7.
You know what he's doing? He's running away from his entire team so he doesn't get mugged. That's what he's doing. He doesn't want to get mugged.
Serve. Here comes the hit.
What a dig. This team, John, I'm sorry, this game is over. There is no way Niagara can come back. But if this team plays like this in BC, they will contend for the gold medal in the Nationals. And all Blair Cudmore can do is sit here and watch.
Lancers playing superb volleyball. You'll see a service error, a rare service error by the Lancers. We haven't seen a lot of that tonight, Kyle.
It's just a rare error, period, no matter how you look at it.
Martins again. That one is good, off a block, into the net. Point, Loyalist. They're up 15-8.
I'm looking around the building now, John. I'm not even watching the play anymore. I'm looking down at the lead official at this tournament. He's just shaking his head no. The fans are shaking their head no. They don't know what's going on anymore. They have no idea.
And a rare bad set by the Lancers. So the Knights have a point. They have 9 on the board to the Lancers 15. Number 12 serves up. That is Ryan Belter. And finally, the Knights getting some momentum.
That was a huge block by Justin Ross. That was a nice block. Textbook block.
Belter again to serve it up. Down by 5.
Service
air goes into the net. 16-10 is your score.
And here comes Serdan Grozdanek for the serve yet again.
Now, Kyle, why isn't Blair Cudmore calling a timeout?
I don't know. I don't know. I think he's realizing that this team is a spirit team, but I'd call the timeout and just settle my guys down and say you're playing well. You're just not executing. It comes down to execution in college volleyball. And the Loyalist Lancers are executing to a T. It seems that this Loyalist Lancer team can do no wrong.
The serve. Nice pass. And a nice serve hit. Number 14. That is
Brent Tripp.
17-11.
They pick player of the game for this game. They give it to the entire team. You can't pick one player that played an astounding game, other than maybe Joey Martins would be a top candidate. But all in all, this Loyalist Lancer team is playing to a T. And now Brent Tripp is getting a warning from Trevor Lowell, the lead-up referee, saying, do not taunt the other players. Do not taunt.
He's a happy guy right now. 18-11, gold medal game. He's loving it. Right side hit. And again, guess who?
Brent Tripp and Tim Burboon lowering the boom on the Niagara Knights.
They're becoming household names very quickly, Kyle.
Anybody on this Loyalist Lancer team that's on the floor right now is a household name right now, no matter how you look at it. It's unbelievable the way they're playing right now. I think Sean Barbison, and yes, he was on the net. So we're at 20-11, and finally, Blair Cudmore calls a timeout.
And it's about time, down 20-11. This is the gold medal game, Kyle. There's no fooling around here, but it looks as though the Knights are fooling around, down by 9 points, and they aren't looking too good right now.
It's almost insurmountable. The way that this Loyalist Lancer team is playing, it's almost insurmountable. Tonight we've had the play of the game, play of the game, play of the tournament. If the guys could sometime tonight roll up that Joey Martin's hit for me, I want to just show it again because that hit is such a power move. I said to John earlier, that ball sounded like it went flat when it hit the court. The Redeemer Royals have the brooms out. I think they're set to the sweep. But it's not over yet. They're down 9, yes, but 5 points away. I think it is over, but we'll have to wait and see, John.
Here's the serve. Nice serve. And a terrible pass, or set, pardon me, by the Knights. 21-11.
It hit the antenna. Do you think anything more could go wrong for this Niagara Knights team, John?
Whatever could go wrong has gone wrong for the Knights.
And will go wrong. What's the call? Blair Cudmore asking his team captain, Josh Gunnell to walk up to lead official, but he doesn't. He just shakes his head. I think he's sensing that this game is over too. So we're 3 points away, 22-11. The guys on the bench are all arm in arm,
nice serve,
watching the last 3 points happen.
Power hit, that one's down and out. Number 14 again, Brent Tripp, and number 16, Mike McDonald, the setter.
Timber Boom asking all the fans to get on their feet. The Redeemer fans replying with a big scream, 23-11.
Lancers sensing victory, down need only 2 more points to clinch the gold medal in this game. 23-12 is your score.
I think it was already clinched.
Not quite. The set, power side. And down with authority is a block by number 7 and number 13 of the Knights.
Sean Barbison and Graham Gaunt combining on that block. Attempt in succession.
So it's an uphill battle for these Knights, but they're staying alive. Backcourt hit. That's Martins, keeps it alive. There he goes, and there that one goes. 24-13. Championship point, number 1 for the Lancers.
They're riding the brooms. Championship point will be served up by 8, Tim Burboon. John, it's all yours.
The crowd on its feet. Burboon, the serve. Here come the Knights, the hit. And off the shoulder of number 1. That is Serdan Grosdenic.
Well, I guess they didn't want to end it right now. One to wait. Here we go again.
The crowd back on their feet, cheering. Championship point number 2. The set, not a good one. Here come the Knights trying to stay alive. The hit, and it's good. Off the chest and Knights are still alive.
They're hanging by a thread, but they're still hanging. 24-15. The captain, Josh Gunnell, back to serve. It'll be a jump serve. Championship point number 3.
The leader serves it up. Martin receives the tip. And that's it. The Loyalist Lancers are the 2002 OCAA champions in men's volleyball. 25-15 is the final score. The Lancers are victorious.
For a minute there was Justin Ross in tears as they fall victim to a powerful, top-ranked domination Loyalist Lancer team who just could not be stopped no matter what you did. AA 2002 championships.
So this means they're on their way to BC.
BC in a couple of weeks. I can't remember the exact dates, but I'm going to say this right now. If this team can play the way they did today and through the entire tournament, this team has a chance to win it all. And now we see assistant coach of the Redeemer Royals, Chris Kigma, out there sweeping the way for them. It was a sweep, 3 sets. Now he's giving high fives all around. Not to forget, the Knights did play a tremendous, tremendous tournament.
Yes, credit must be given to the defending champions, Niagara Knights, on a job well done.
Now it's OCAA president, I can't remember this man's name. But
thank you very much. First of all, let's have a big round of applause for 2 outstanding volleyball players at Niagara.
Asking for the crowd to acknowledge the play of each team today.
It's my pleasure as president serving as president for the next 2 years for the OCAA, the best collegiate conference in the country. I'd like to thank right now a lot of people.
And as you take a look at that picture, it's the dejected Niagara Knights who just fell short of a championship gold medal.
So on one side, the agony, the other side, the ecstasy.
You walk across center court and it's two different moods right now.
One team dejected, and the other one just glittering with joy.
Actually, I just heard, sorry. Both teams will be going on to the national championship, as I just understood from the OCAA president. So we'll have Niagara and Loyalist go to BC.
But clearly the momentum, is with the champions, the Loyalist Lancers, heading into BC.
That is correct.
Here are your players of the game.
Player of the game.
Sponsored by Killer Instinct. For Niagara, your player of the game, number 13, Graham.
Player of the game for Niagara Knights is number 13, Graham. Graham is a power player who is from Chatham, Ontario.
And the player of the game for Loyalist, number 14 with the
The crowd's response is to number 14, Brent Tripp, who has been named player of the game for the championship game.
And what a performance by that young man, Kyle. He stepped in here and just had a great game in a pivotal game, the gold medal match.
He did, and so did Joey Martins.
And now the medal presentation to both the Knights and the Lancers. But first, silver medals to the runner-up, Niagara Knights.
Number 1, Nathan Marcon, middle player from Windsor. Number 2, Mike King, setter from Ancaster, Ontario, just down the road. Number 3, Adam Durst, libero from Goderich, Ontario. His brother, Zach, number 4, a power player from Goderich. Number 5, Justin Ross, middle player from London, Ontario. Number 6, Zelimir Karak. He's a setter from Kitchener, Ontario. He didn't see much playing time this tournament, but he'll be a force to reckon with as years to come. Number 7, Sean Barbison, the young man who had the tryout with the Canadian national team this year. He's a right side player from Niagara Falls. The captain, number 8, Josh Gunnell, power from Pleasant Park. The next one up will be number 10. Actually, number 11, Jeff Pulp, middle from St. Catharines. He saw a little playing time this weekend. He played pretty good for being a young player in this league. The next one up will be number 12, Ryan Bellatere, power from Chatham, Ontario. Number 13, Graham Gaunt. Player of the game twice this weekend, power. He's from Chatham, Ontario. Number 14, Andy Chattel, middle from Wallaceburg. Then we get to the head coach, Blair Cudmore. Assistant coaches, Kirby Bentley, Mike Shalopka, and the manager, Richard Thompson.
Nobody has left yet. The final campus, Jim Kyle, everyone awaiting the presentation of the gold medals to the Loyalist Lancers.
Everyone's on their feet. No one sat down since the last time. Head coach Blair Cudmore, he brought this team from defeat earlier this weekend and brought them to the gold medal game, but nonetheless, they fell short.
And now the gold medals to the Loyalist Lancers.
Number 1, Serdan Grozdianek, left side. Oh, sorry. They're announcing the manager, Richard Thompson, who will receive a silver medal.
Presenting the gold medals to Loyalist College.
Presenting the medals for the gold medals will be Ray Sarkis, OCAA Senior Executive, number 1, Student Grozdianek, left side. He came in crucial situations for serving tonight. He's from North York. Number 4, Dave Templar, libero from Peterborough. He played an outstanding game tonight, John. Number 2, Ian McKinnon, a setter from Carleton Place. Number 3, Mark Peranic, libero from Oshawa. He saw very little court time this year. He's a young, up-and-coming libero who will be good for this Loyalist Lancer team in years to come. Number 5, Mark Latchford, middle player from Tweed.
So one by one, these players receiving their gold medals, and they're well-deserved gold medals they are.
Number 6, Matt Sinclair, left side from Coburg. Yes, you're right. These guys just played their hearts out all weekend long, all day, and they were the superior team today. And now Tim Boom, right side from Pickering. Number 9, Matt Thompson, left side player from Ganoke. The captain, number 10, Brad Gordon, receiving his gold medal. He's from Oshawa, Ontario. Daniel Shermer, number 11, came in at a crucial time tonight for a couple serves and a couple sets, John. He's from North York.
Did a good job. A role player he is.
Number 12, Alpha Conte, middle from Toronto.
Never saw him today, do we?
No, we never saw him actually all weekend, John. I think he's a first-year player who didn't see much time, but he will be here next year, giving Coach Chris Carson a big championship hug. That was Gio Stillwell, middle Woodlawn. The crowd is erupting for number 14, player of the game, twice this weekend, Brent Tripp, middle from Trenton. Listen to this place go nuts. Number 15, Joey Martins, left side, who has a promising career either in Ontario or if he does decide to head out west and play with the Manitoba Bisons, he's from Burlington, Ontario. Number 16, setter, had an amazing tournament and had an amazing game setting that ball for the power hitters, Martins, Gordon, Boom, Tripp, Mike McDonald from Consacor. And then, of course, we have coaches Chris Carson and Ron Philaler. This man is behind the scenes 24 hours a day working his butt off for Coach Chris Carson. This is the first time I've seen this young man all weekend. I believe he was with the Loyalist women's team, but I do believe he is one of the trainers and head coach Chris Carson, who is having a very hard time working his way through the crowd there, John.
Getting mugged in the process.
He's getting mugged on his way by. And not the Niagara Knights, sorry, but the Loyalist Lancers will receive the OCAA trophy to go along with their East Division trophy that they won for winning their division, which they brought back to me on Thursday, and we handed back to them Friday morning at 9 a.m.
And there it is, the glittering trophy given to these loyal Lancers, Loyalist Lancers. I'm sure they're loyal people.
Next up, we have Redeemer College, John, is receiving the Fair Play Award. Their fans are out here in full-fledged support tonight, even though their team, the Redeemer Royals, bowed out in the bronze semifinal. And now it's the All-Star presentations. Ray Sarkis will be giving All-Star awards, a beach volleyball, an Asics hat, and Asics gloves.
And Kyle, I wouldn't mind getting one of those balls myself.
I wouldn't mind one of the hats, John. Adam German, who we did see in the Durham College game, the bronze medal game, he played an outstanding tournament this weekend, John. He's receiving an All-Star award. Mike Cowell, number 8, who we did also see in the bronze medal game, is receiving second All-Star nomination.
And your third All-Star from Niagara College, number 13,
Number 13 from the gold medal game, Graham Gott is receiving a third All-Star nominations.
And the fourth All-Star from Loyalist College, number 10,
Brad Gordon, captain of this Loyalist Lancer team, is receiving an All-Star nomination and vote. He played an outstanding tournament, John, this weekend, led the team from the very beginning. Justin Ross, All-Star from Niagara College.
And the sixth All-Star from Loyalist College, number 15,
And number 15, Joey Martins. As it should be, he played probably one of the best tournaments that has ever been played. And now, the last award to be presented is MVP of the entire tournament.
Who's your pick, Kyle?
Brent Tripp. This crowd is ecstatic for number 14, All-Star of the tournament, MVP, Brent Tripp from Loyalist College. He will be receiving a beach ball, a hat, and an Asics sweatshirt.
Job well done by Brent Tripp. Job well done by the Loyalist Lancers.
Job well done by the Niagara Knights.
Sure thing. Before we sign off, let's give thanks to our production crew here at Mohawk College, led by executive producer Pat Hansen and the tireless workers who are working behind the scenes. And we see here the crowd at Mohawk College.
Not many of them have left, have they?
Not many at all.
And this is just after they had won. The crowd going insane. You see there, John, a Redeemer Royal fan. He has been here day in, day out, cheering for the Royals, cheering for the Lancers, no matter what.
So once again, the final score, Loyalist Lancers 3, the Niagara Knights no score. The Lancers, the 2002 OCAA Men's Volleyball Champions. For Kyle Smith, I'm John Basoyan. Thanks for watching the OCAA Championships on Mohawk College Television.